Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next-level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. Today's topic, your ultimate business checklist. So I'm going to go over the 4 foundational pillars that I go over with my clients, but I want to talk more about them today because it's honestly a game changer. If you implement these pillars, if you go back and revise them often, you will be set up for an incredible, thriving business where you sign consistent clients. It becomes your new normal because you know exactly what to do. And I still review that checklist very often. It is like my business Bible. And I don't care, how long you've been in business. Like, I still go back there because as we evolve, our business change and evolve too. So it's important to go back and make sure that we're all set. Pillar 1. This pillar is a huge one, and it's called nailing down your niche. This is so important, and I know it's so easy to overlook and be like, nah, I got this. I know all of that. Nah. But honestly, I still go back. I'm like, nope, I'm going to switch this thing, do this more specifically. So the niche is all about who do you help? Why do you help them? And what do you help them with? So what's the problem you solve for your target audience, your target market? And here's the thing. We have to be super specific. And I know some people are like, no, I want to help everyone. No, it's so difficult to just go with one niche and one person. But it's honestly a game changer. Because everything else you do is going to make more sense. And it's going to be so much easier and focused. So pick one, choose one, and decide to go with it. The other thing about niching is it needs to be in alignment with you. It needs to feel exciting for you. And that's what most people are missing. And then they're wondering why it's not working. It needs to be in alignment. You need to feel so freaking excited to help the people you're helping, right? And it needs to be clear. Like creating that clarity, it's going to change everything. Creating that clarity around the problem you help them solve is going to be a game changer, right? Today, I'm going to share this little story. Today, I had a coach friend that told me that she wasn't sure if she wanted to do one-on-one because she felt drained after her sessions. So I told her, I was like, this sounds like you are not working with dream clients, right? Because when you are working with soul-aligned clients, it feels fun, it feels easy, and it just flows better. So when you feel drained, when you're like, I don't know if I want to do this, it's because you're not working with the right people for you. I straight up told her like the facts. I was like, I think this is what's going on here. So she was like, yeah, you're right. So honestly, I want you to take away from this is stop undercharging yourself and stop taking any and every client that comes to you for help. You want to make sure that when you listen to your gut, when you listen to your intuition, does working with that person feel good to you? first few seconds, you'll know if you want to work with that person or not. So it's just a matter of following that intuition and setting those boundaries and being like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not taking any clients for now, right? So setting those boundaries will help you stay in alignment with who your niche is and who is your target ideal person. Be picky about who you choose to work with, who you choose to help. Coaching is a huge commitment. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of time. So you want to make sure you share that with people you're aligned with and excited to work with. Like, all of this comes back to remembering who you are and how powerful your services can be, and your confidence, right? Your confidence around facilitating a transformation for your clients and being like, yeah, I know I can help that person, right? And we'll talk about this more later on in the training. But yeah, if you never try because you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this for them, I don't know if I can help them get that transformation, then you're always going to stay stuck. And let me know if you've been there too. If you've been in that situation where you're like, yeah, I want to help this person with this problem, but I'm not confident I can help them do that, right? So it's a mix of many different things that we have to look at in order for it to be nailed down and having those strong foundations in place. So on a scale of 1 to 10, like 10 being extremely confident, where are you at on the scale? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, this is super important. Like, this is like step 0. Step 0 of any successful online business. Whether you're a coach or a service provider, this is like step 0. Okay, so pillar number 2, nailing down your offer. So we talked about the niche. Let's talk about the offer. Starting and mastering one offer will help you tremendously in bringing in consistent clients in your business, because people will get to know you for your offer. So every time they're going to see the name of your offer, they're going to be like, yes, this is Rachel. Yes, this is Lisa. I recognize it, right? So it reinforces brand cohesiveness, brand identity, and people already know. So it builds trust. And typically, I do believe that coaches, when first starting, should start with 101. The 101 model provides, the most profound transformation for your clients. It's all customized to that one person, and we're making sure that the client is supported, held accountable, but it also increases your experience as a coach. It builds your confidence up. You'll get to know your clients very well, right? Because it's an exchange, right? So the better you know your clients, the deepest fears, desires, the easier it will be for you to nail down your strategy, which is the next pillar we're going to go into. I honestly made that mistake. I made that huge mistake in wanting to create, group programs, masterminds, all the group things way too early in my business, right? And I'm not saying you can try. You can absolutely try. But when I look back on it, I'm like, I think I should have stuck with this. I think, I was able to sell a few things, a few group things, but it wasn't enough to sustain the business and see a growth. So unless you have, like a warm audience of people who are already ready to buy from you, I think sticking with an offer that is solid, it's 101, it's straight to the point, you know who it is for, you know what the problem you're solving is, and you focus all your energy and your attention on talking about this offer, is going to be a game changer. So, like I said, I paid the price. I paid the price in chasing that shiny object syndrome and listening to other coaches saying, oh, the 101 coaching model isn't scalable. And yeah, I'm just like, that's not true. Like, looking back on it, I'm like, well, it's more overwhelming to try and sell a million different things, right? So it honestly comes back to you. and what you feel confident in. So like I said, if you're just starting, I would stick with one offer. That's my recommendation. Stick with one offer until you can nail that offer, until you can get amazing testimonials, until you have clients that are so happy with your program, they start like giving you referrals. Like when that happens, you know you have a solid one-on-one program, and then you can maybe, try different offers, try different things. I hope this makes sense because honestly, this is super important. Set that strong foundation with one offer first. Make sure you feel confident with it, and then venture into other things. And if you want to do vice versa and try a group program first, make sure you nail it, make sure you're confident in it, and then you can maybe go up from there. It's completely up to you, but when we're first starting, it's so important to build that foundation. Let me know what your current offer is, and how long have you had this offer? Have you revised it, refined it? Have you gotten any good feedback from it? Did your client have any good results? Like, make sure you're always going back to this and asking yourself these questions. And then you'll know if you're ready for a next step or a next level. Pillar number 3, nailing down your strategy. So we went through niche, offer, and then strategy. And this is my favorite pillar. I love strategy. Okay, so the biggest mistake I see new coaches or service provider make online is being everywhere, doing all the marketing strategies. Or, this is the first mistake, or the second mistake is they simply post and then they're like, okay, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping everyone will raise their hand and say yes to my offers right away. Wouldn't that be great? Right? So these are the 2 mistakes that I see with strategy a lot. And I did those mistakes too. Don't get me wrong. I'm still guilty. I did a lot of mistakes. And I feel like it's so powerful when you do work with a coach because then you don't make the same mistakes. My biggest advice for strategy is for you to focus and choose one system to get clients that work very, 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 very well for you, your own unique personality and energy, and it's all important. It all comes down in that equation. And some coaches will try to teach you one strategy and then you're like, why is it not working, right? Because that strategy maybe is working for them, but it wouldn't necessarily work for you. So we do need to find that magical secret formula strategy that will work for you because we're all unique. We're all different. So here's the formula. First, picking one platform, right? Don't forget you can always repurpose your content to another platform. But when you do master that one platform that you love to show up on, it just feels so good. So like it just flows. It's easy. You love to show up there. Don't reinvent the wheel. Like go there, focus your attention there, and then you can maybe repurpose to another one. And then the other thing is picking one constant message and publishing exceptional value content while building relationships and nurturing those relationships. This is everything you need to do. It sounds simple, right? It sounds so simple. But honestly, it takes a lot of consistency. It takes a lot of hard work, of commitment. But yeah, this is everything you need to do. And these are non-negotiable. I do this every single day. Today is Good Friday. I'm still here. I'm still showing up. I'm still doing my thing because this is a non-negotiable for me, right? So set those for yourself. Set those for yourself. And if you do this, if you pick one platform, you show up there with your message, right? You give amazing value. You build relationships. It's just a matter of time. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. There's multiple ways you could do this. This is like the main framework. So now I'm going to give you some examples of how you could do this. For example, You have a Facebook friend request. You look at the person's profile and you're like, ooh, this may be someone I can help, right? Just by looking at their profiles, you should know. If you know who your niche is, who your target market is, you should know. So you accept their friend request and you send them a message and you're like, oh my gosh, I love what you do, right? You start a conversation and then you see how you could help, how you could be of value, right? Then you have a conversation, you follow up, maybe you set up a sales call, and then you book the call. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is through your content. So you create amazing value piece content, you add hashtags in there, then people comment on it, they're like, oh my gosh, I love this, or I need help with this. Like, people are gonna tell you if they resonate with it or not. Then you can take that conversation in the DMs and be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for commenting on my post. I'm glad that you liked it. What resonated with you? And then you start a conversation from there. And maybe you invite them to your Facebook group. Then you nurture them even more in your group. You book a call and they become a client. That's another way. So a third way you could do it is through IG stories, for example. Maybe you ask a question, you post a poll, and you keep nurturing those people who raise their hand to what you're saying or ask questions or vote in your poll. And it's like the other ones. You get that conversation going, maybe you set up a sales call and you turn them into clients. So this is pretty straightforward and there's so many different ways you can do this. Whether it's by Facebook groups, Facebook Messenger, Instagram stories, there's a million ways. A million ways you could do this. But like I said, I want you to ask yourself, where do you thrive online? What's your favorite platform? What kind of value are you excited about creating? Where did your last 3 clients come from? That's a big one. When you look back on your last few clients, where did they come from? Was it Facebook group, Instagram stories? Like, where was it? LinkedIn? Clubhouse? Like, where was it? It's just incredible when you just focus on this one thing and you're like, oh my gosh, it's true. The best strategy that works for me is my Facebook group or Messenger or Instagram. When you have that light bulb moment, you're like, why did I ever think about doing anything else if this is already working for me? Right? So, what's your own unique strategy in getting consistent clients? Let me know in the comments below. And if you need help, figuring it out, you're just like, Anna, I have no idea. I'm just starting. I need help. I'm offering 5 free business audits call where I sit with you and we chat about your strategy. We chat about what would make more sense for you to go out there and get clients. Send me a message on Instagram at annapatricia.coach. Let's schedule your business audit. It's totally free. There's no pitch. I just want to help. I just want to make sure that you're set up, that you know what you're doing so you can get amazing clients. Pillar number 4, nailing down your mindset. Are you really surprised that one of the foundational pillars is mindset? Mindset is everything. Mindset plays a huge role in your online business success. And without it, it will be very, very, very hard to keep going when time gets tough. Because trust me, it will happen. And some days you won't feel like it, right? So we need to be our own advocates. We need to be able to look at our thoughts, look at our beliefs, and be like, is this a thought that serves me right now? If not, how can I change it? How can I shift it? How can I create a thought that is going to be empowering for me? Ask yourself, do I have a mindset practice set up right now? And there's so many different tools, you guys, so many different tools you could use to grow a mindset that is unstoppable. And one of my favorite ones is tapping. It takes a while. It takes a while to kick in,
But when you do practice the tapping every single day and you just go through those thoughts that don't serve you, right? It just removes all of it. It's just so good. The other one is journaling. I'm not a big journal girl for some reason. Maybe you love journaling and you can try it. There's meditating. I love to meditate. I love to read books. Affirmations. If you guys haven't downloaded the I Am app, you are missing out. They send you a few affirmations throughout the day, and it just reminds you that you're braver than you think, that you are grateful for your health. Little affirmations like this, it just like brings you back to why we're doing this. And yeah, it's the little reminders. Or if you want to set up like your own reminders in your iPhone or your phone or your calendar, do it. If it's going to help you, do it. And then movements, daily movement, daily walks. I like to go on walks and just breathe so deeply into my soul and remind myself why I'm doing this. And just being grateful. That helps a lot. Which one is your favorite way to work on your mindset? What tools are you implementing right now? Or what has helped you with your own mindset? I think it's even more important than the strategy itself, because we have to be able to get back into it. Have you guys noticed the main recurring theme from all the pillars? It's one niche, one problem you solve, one offer, one strategy. This is called simplifying your business to the T. The more simple it is, the less confusion there is, and the more focused you are, it's just a matter of time before you get all those results and all those clients. Listen to me when I say I've made all the mistakes. I've made them all of them. I'm guilty of this. Like, I try to overcomplicate things because I think it's going to help me. But in the long term, it doesn't. So go back to the drawing board, figure out that one niche, that one problem you're solving, that one offer you're going to perfect, right? You're going to revise it, make sure it's so valuable, and then create other programs, order things for it. And the strategy. How are you going to get those clients? What strategy really speaks to you? What strategy excites you? And if you need help with your niche, your offer, your strategy, your mindset, like I said, I'm offering 5 free business audit calls right now, where all I'm doing is provide value for you, help you in whatever you might need. Send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. Yeah, I'm super excited. This was amazing.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Powerful Female Leaders podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.